Greetings dog lovers! Welcome to BC Lagotto Romagnolo channel. In this video, I will talk about the importance of taking a dog for a walk. Until very recently, I was not even aware that some people do not walk their dogs on a regular basis. I discovered it by watching Cesar's Milan show Dog Whisperer. If you have not seen the show, I would highly recommend you to do it, to avoid the mistakes many owners make unwillingly, creating behavioral issues in their dogs. If you are planning to become a dog owner, or you have a dog but do not feel it is necessary to take a dog for a walk, you may want to reconsider after watching this video. To me, it was an instinctual need to go for a walk with my dogs without thinking why I do it. We have a huge yard where they can play and eliminate themselves, but we go out every day, at least twice a day, regardless of the season or weather. Nowadays, people have various clothing to keep themselves warm and dry in any weather, cold or rain, or choosing early morning walks in the heat of the summer. My dogs are happy to go in any weather, except perhaps when it is pouring rain. But little rain is just fine. So why must our dogs walk the land to be happy? The most obvious answer is to eliminate themselves and get physical activity. While this is true, it's not the main reason why. If you look at the animal world, all pack animals travel around. Flock birds and schools of fish migrate too. Our dogs are very much pack animals, and it is in their DNA to walk the land, even though the pack members are people. People are also pack animals, and we also have the need to travel. In our modern days, we go on vacation to different lands to feel refreshed, even if we might live in a very beautiful place. People used to migrate too, and some people were still migrating until very recently, like gypsies. The road called to them for whatever reason, so it is in our DNA too. Regardless if you live in a massive house with a huge yard or in a little apartment, it is all the same prison, just with different comfort levels. My dogs could care less if we have one room or 10 in our house. After a nice long walk, they will have breakfast, maybe play a little bit, and then settle down for a well-deserved rest, while I do what needs to be done around the house, or in this case, a video for you. My priorities are to meet my dog's needs first, and then I do what I need in peace. I am an early bird, and more often than not, I get up before my dogs, have coffee, and out we go for at least 1 hour longer in warmer weather. As soon as the sky lightens up, we are on the trail. You may say that I live in a place that is nice to walk my dogs. While it is true now, it has not always been this way.
Mank, no. Mank, go back here.
We used to live in a city, and I would still walk my dogs on leash first and then off leash in dog parks on trails.
No.
Unfortunately, there are less and less parks that allow dogs off leash, but they do exist. I would say walking twice a day is a must for all dogs for at least 30 minutes. However, how long you need to walk your dog would depend on your dog energy level and on the breed of your dog. Dogs that are bred to run must run, and so on. Unfortunately, many people choose a breed by looks and not by compatibility of lifestyle and then suffer consequences. Lagotto Romagnolo is a medium energy dog on average, and usually 1 hour in the morning and 1 hour in the evening is sufficient to keep them happy. That said, they would be ready to go with you anytime you offer. Lagotti have great stamina and are very athletic and can hike all day if you are up to it. They are used for truffle hunting, and this requires walking the land and using the nose to sniff out this fungus. While we do not have truffles around, There are plenty of smells for them to follow. This way, I'm not just fulfilling my dog's needs as a pack animal, but also the specific breed needs to search and dig. Walking the dog provides structure for your dog and a fantastic bonding time with you. But it's also important to do it right. You need to walk your dog, not the other way around. Dog walking beside you or slightly behind you is a pleasure to walk with. If dogs off leash like you see mine here, they should be within a distance you are comfortable with. My dogs stop at every split of trails to see which direction we are going. They stay around and keep an eye on me. They are following me first and always while multitasking with searching. It works for me as this way they will burn more energy in a shorter time. And if I am running, we all run with no distraction, be it a rabbit or a squirrel. Dog must be a follower of a human, not in charge of a human, to live mentally balanced life. People often use a harness for walking a dog these days because the dog pulls. As I see it, if the dog pulls, it is because of the harness. Harness is designed for pulling specifically. If you have sled dogs or tracking dogs, it is appropriate to wear a harness, but not for a relaxed walk with your dog. The main reason people prefer harnesses is the belief that a regular collar will harm a dog's neck by collapsing trachea. In reality, in most cases, the cause of tracheal collapse in dogs is unknown. However, it may be a congenital disorder, a condition the dog was born with, where the trachea may collapse due to not having enough cellular rings of cartilage. You can read more about this on WebMD. I found this info when I was trying to find a statistic or a study to support this belief but was unsuccessful. Many articles use words may cause, might, or could that are not factual words, and I leave it up to you to judge. The fact is that some small breeds are more prone to tracheal collapse than others. This genetic condition mainly affects small dogs breeds like Pomeranians, Pugs, miniature and toy poodles, and others. In any case, wearing a collar on lower portion of the neck will prompt the dog to pull too, unless your dog collar is just under the chin like show dogs wear theirs. This way, the collar will not be against the trachea, and it will force your dog to walk with head up, high and proud, like a dog in a show ring, with no urge to pull. Dogs are incredibly smart, and it is not difficult to teach them not to pull. The first rule to successful learning in dog is that they are interested in activity. Use treats for food-motivated dogs or affection and excitement or whatever makes your dog eager to learn. All my dogs are super motivated by treats to the point they will heel for the whole walk if I have treats with me. Learning to walk on loose leash would require a dog to be relaxed, and treats or excitement are not the best tools. For teaching to walk on a loose leash, I would keep my hand in front of the dog's nose, preventing the dog from moving ahead of me. Once the dog understands what I need her to do, the hand is removed. Afterwards, I would give a little tug on the leash for correction if the dog had moved ahead of me, or use the hand again. Of course, it is not necessary for a dog to walk beside you all the time unless you have a reward for them ahead of you, like off-leash dog park. If not, the dog should be allowed to sniff stuff along the way. Sniffing for a dog is like for humans to read a book or watch a movie. Dogs get to see or read a story through the nose. You can ask your dog to heel while crossing a road or any other time to practice, but the whole walk should be relaxed and pleasant to benefit you and your dog. Some people make an excuse of not having time for a walk. A friend of mine works in security in the airport, and her shift sometimes starts at 5 a.m. She gets up at 3 a.m. to walk her dog first, and then goes to work knowing that the dog's needs were met and he will calmly wait for her return. I used to work 12-hour shifts as a nurse, coming home exhausted, but I would always take my dogs for a walk after work, be it after day shift or night shift, as the walk with my dogs would very much revive me. My dogs had plenty of walks with my husband or my son that had dog sitting duties on the day I worked, but I needed to go for a walk more than my dogs needed to. Walking with dogs is not only good for your dogs, but is also good for you, both mentally and physically. Movement is life. Regular walks will keep you and your dogs fit, provide cardiovascular workout, support joint health, muscles and bone strength, boost immune system, and so much more. While everyone knows that physical activity is good for the body, it is also good for the mind. During walks, dogs are exposed to different smells and sounds, providing mental stimulation, which in turn prevents boredom and reduces the chance of destructive behavior. During the walks, dogs work on their social skills, meeting new humans and other dogs. This helps dogs to be comfortable and well behaved in various situations. Walking time is fantastic for practicing obedience, like asking to sit and wait, or drop things or leave things that the dog is interested in picking up. This kind of interactive walk will more likely help to relieve excess energy, as it will provide both mental and physical activity. Dogs that walk on a regular basis have less behavioral issues. Cesar Millan made an interesting comment in his book Caesar's Way about dogs of homeless people. He said that they are the happiest and best behaved dogs because they walk with their human all day long. Dogs must be treated like dogs. Yes, they are our family members and we love them very much. But they are also different species, and to truly show them our love, we need to meet their needs too, not only our need for their affection for us. Dogs will love you regardless, of course. That is why dogs play a major role in our society. But for us to show love to our dogs, we need to make sure their needs are met too. Look at the pack of wolves. They have a leader that tells them what to do and when. They have boundaries, rules, and limitations. They need to follow those rules to be a healthy, viable pack where they know their place. Our dogs need their humans to take charge and tell them what to do to be happy. And to establish the leadership, there is no better time like a walk with your dog. Thank you very much for watching this video. I wish you a great walk with your dog. Peace and happiness to all.